And Paul Millsap wearing that old logo, the original logo dating back to like '72.
And he came out like gangbusters, big time rebounds, extra possession right there. Kyle Korver knocks down the three.
10-5, Atlanta in front. Larry Bird, he's talking about grinding. What a series it's been for him. Then Millsap out to Damari Carroll. He hits a three. So that Atlanta three showing up in spots, part of a 12-0 Hawks run. Roy Hibbert fouling Millsap, his second foul. He is gone, didn't play much early, so Chris Copeland checks into the game. First time in the series we've seen Copeland in the first quarter. And Copeland, some dividends.
And as soon as he comes into the game, he stretches the floor, he's a three-point shooter. And again, more importantly, he opens the lane. So consequently, Paul George can get to the lane and there's open space. He can get in and he can create for himself or others.
A 1-point lead for Indiana, then George Hill out to Lance Stevenson, the corner three ball.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson brought his A game tonight, 9 big rebounds, a few assists.
And then this was an interesting little moment toward the end of the half as George Hill and Mike Scott get tangled up a bit. Scott went both hands and mushed Hill in the face. Double technicals and also a foul on Scott. But as you take a look at this replay, Paul George walks onto the floor.
Yeah, we got Paul George and it looks like that's Razul Butler. So both of those guys, depending on, will the referees consider this a real altercation? That's the tricky word there for people at home. So things might get a little dicey tomorrow.
It's an altercation and someone steps on the floor, they can be looking at a one-game suspension. Big three by Hill at the end of the second, and here's George.
We got to play small against this team and play a little faster. They spread the floor out, and we got to have guys that can make the run. So that was the key.
Yeah, small it was. So Roy Hibbert starting the second half. He's got his shooting shirt on. He is on the bench. Meanwhile, Paul George probing, looking, loses Antich, and lays it up and in.
Oh, I love that move right there. Not selling for the contact from Antich, keeping his dribble alive and taking him to the rim.
And Jeff Teague. Mike Scott with the throwdown. Oh, my goodness. They were on their feet at Phillips Arena after that.
I don't know if he's my cousin or not, because I don't know what you mean. Scott's jump like that, Isaiah.
I was just going to say I didn't go there, but I'm going to
know. Must be a cousin I have never seen yet.
Meanwhile, Hibbert misses. And on the other end, how about Jeff Teague? Watch him go to it. Shades of Isaiah Thomas.
I wish I looked that good, but if you're giving it to me, I'll take it.
That is up by one. And then more of Teague. Floater in the lane.
Well, that's part of this game, Vince. They made him a scorer in the second half, which is good, but no one else is touching the basketball.
He had a dozen in the third quarter, did Teague. Damari Carroll, Lou Williams.
Nice shot. Excellent ball movement by the Hawks right there, sharing the wealth.
Larry perturbed. Atlanta's up by 4. More of Jeff Teague from the elbow. He hits the jumper, 84-79. Atlanta. The excitement permeating through the highlight factory, but the Pacers answering back. David West, he was just incredible down the stretch.
Wild West, down the stretch, under control, big-time plays.
Yeah, he really stepped up. Then George Hill, looking, waiting, and past Korver laying that one up and in. And it's 85-84 Indiana. Now the Hawks tie the game at the line, under a minute left. More of David West. Watch this big man move.
Grown man move right there. Great patience.
Back the other way. Key for the Hawks. They are down by 2. Williams drives and he kind of got stuck in the air, and Paul George was able to make the steal.